What's up, you guys? It's Bree. I'm doing a little shimmy. If you know me, this is like my go-to dance for like anything super exciting for myself. Um, Doing a little shimmy because I had to shimmy out the fact that I had already done this midday live and then the video didn't save. So I'm recreating our midday mindfulness for Wednesday. So happy hump day, everybody. If you have never tuned into Midday Mindfulness, this is just a way for us to connect within ourselves when we start to reach that midday slump. Instead of grabbing that second cup of coffee and pushing through, we'll grab a hold of ourselves and connect deeper within. So welcome. So let's start off in a comfortable seated position. You can also do this laying down if you prefer. Today's midday mindfulness practice is going to be about mindful breathing. And I know we do a lot of breathing practices in my midday mindfulness. This is going to be less about pranayama and just more about a connection to your natural breath. And then we'll also move to a form of breathing called belly breathing, which I learned in my MCT class yesterday. So we'll do some belly breathing, which can help release tension and anxiety. So starting off just in a comfortable seated position, I'm actually seated on a little bolster down here that you may not be able to see. You can do this sitting in a chair. You can even do this laying down and just listen to my voice, whatever works best for you. Finding your comfortable seated position, I invite you to close your eyes, or you can simply find what we call in yoga the dristi and just gaze down. Whatever works well for you this afternoon. I think I've said that like 2 times. Being mindful, I notice the things that I say a little too often. So I'm allowing my eyes to close. As you allow your eyes to close, or you can allow your gaze just to gently move down. And we've practiced something similar to this before. We've practiced just observing our breath, not modifying it in any way, but just noticing where your breath is at today. Your inhale or your exhale may be longer or shorter. And we don't label that as good or as bad, we just acknowledge it. We don't try to change it at all, we just know that that's there. And notice if ideas come to mind, sounds come to your ears. That's completely natural, that's part of life. And acknowledge it. And you don't necessarily have to let it pass. You may mindfully explore that sound. I can hear one of my housemates in the kitchen mixing something up in there. And I mindfully said to myself, okay, that's happening. And then I come back to my breath. Soft and smooth breathing. Not changing our breath, but just letting it be. What an amazing gift it is to just let something be. Remembering we can breathe without even bringing awareness to our breath. It's the great thing about the breath, it functions on its own. It knows what to do. When you are able to, it just allows you to appreciate it a little more. Let's take a deep cleansing breath in. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale it out your mouth. You can gently start to flutter your eyes open and invite your space back into your eyes view. And we'll move into the belly breathing practice. It's a little different than the belly breathing that we do in yoga. So remain curious. And this is something we worked on yesterday in my class, which was really interesting to experience. So we'll bring our hands onto our belly. And we'll let the belly expand on the breath, and you see my belly coming out, and then we exhale it gently. We'll just go back to where it normally goes. Inhaling through the belly, feeling the hands start to expand and move out away from you, and then on the exhale, they gently go back. So taking just a few inhales and exhales with the belly breath. And trying not to control the belly. I'll stand up so you can see the belly. Just not controlling the belly. I know so much in Western culture, we talk about drawing the belly in. But now just explore allowing the belly to expand. And it may not even be at its full capacity of expansion, but just give it permission to expand and release. And for many of us, if you've ever been in a situation which can cause fear, anxiety, or even anger, a lot of that breath comes from the chest, the heart, the throat, and it kind of gets stuck there when you're angry and frustrated or going through anxiety. And you'll notice when you are more calm, the breath is starting at the belly. And we're not trying to control anything in this situation, just bringing awareness and being mindful of that. So maybe if we are in a situation like that again, we can come back to our belly breathing. And I invite you can continue to explore that practice, or you'll leave one hand at your belly, one hand at your heart, which is my favorite thing to do. And as the air enters through the nose or even through the mouth, you feel it start at the low belly and it just gently travels up. And it naturally does this. You're just more aware of it now. Noticing the rise and fall of each hand. Noticing what comes to mind for you. I'm thinking my hands look really big on this camera and they are not this big. That's personally what's coming up for me, but noticing what may come up for you. Just keeping it real. If you know me, I like to keep it real. And then we'll gently release the hands down towards the knees. We'll take a deep inhale through our nose and exhale either through the mouth or nose. I like the mouth myself. Having that physical release. Inhale again through the nose. Exhale out your mouth. Last one. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Thank you for exploring mindful breathing with me. As I've mentioned, as I do my homework for my MCT class, you guys get to experiment with me. And I will also be showcasing our Universe Has Your Back card, which I like to use just for my own mindfulness practice. It's a good little place to come back to throughout my day. And I will be posting that next, which is right behind me. But I have a really cute video I just made that zooms into it and it looks all fancy. But this is what we pulled on live today. We were live, you experienced it. So our recreation of live, this is what we pulled. Thank you, everybody. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always happy to help. Namaste, guys.
Here's our card from Midday Mindfulness. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Reminding yourself that stream of love may be coming from yourself, or it may be coming from your loved ones, and or even your Instagram or Facebook followers. You never know how your dreams support in others.